Hello learners, in this video we are going to see what is the interference of light. Interference is nothing but one optical phenomenon, and what is that? What are the applications of interference, where we can see interference in actual life, that we are going to understand through this video. In the 1680s, Huygens proposed the light propagates in the form of waves, means he has proposed wave nature of light. The first experimental proof of wave nature of light was given by Thomas Young in 1802 by demonstrating double slit experiment. Here you can see the arrangement for Young's double slit experiment. In this there is one source of light. From that source light propagates in the all direction. Next to source there is one slit which acts as an independent source of light and it emits light waves further. Next to that there are two slits. As two slits are used in the experimental arrangement, this experiment is known as Young's double slit experiment. These two independent source of light emits light waves. By interaction of these two light waves on the photographic plate, there are certain impressions. How are that impressions? That we are going to see. Now let's see what happens in Thomas Young's double slit experiment. Here we have seen there is a source of light. From that source of light, light waves get emitted. That light wave is having crest, which is denoted by red colored line, and then it is having trough, which is denoted by yellow colored line. So like this, crest of nature you can see over here. Next to this single slit, double slits are provided. These are very narrow slits, and these slits acts as an independent source of light, and waves get emitted from these two slits. So ultimately there will be emission of two light waves. So for that one source, again here you can see crest of nature, and for this another source there is crest of nature you can observe over here. When the light emitted by these two independent sources get interacted with each other, then whatever interaction is there, that gets recorded on the screen. Now as these sources emit light waves, and that light waves main source is this light source, so ultimately these sources are nothing but secondary sources of this primary source of light. So as there is a single primary source, these two light sources emits the light waves that will be coherent in nature. So here there will be coherent emission of light waves. Now what happens after the interaction of light waves, that we are going to see. See, first here there is a crest of one wave, and here the crest of another wave. When this crest interacts with crest of another wave, or if there is interaction of trough of one wave with trough of another wave, this particular point, again here you can see crest interaction, trough interaction, and crest interaction. So whenever we will consider the combination of this crest and trough interaction of light waves, then all points are responsible to produce brightness or bright fringe on the screen. Okay, if the case is opposite, means the crest of one wave is interacting with trough of another wave, again here you can see crest is interacting with trough, crest is interacting with trough, same is the case over here. So all that points are responsible to produce dark fringe on the screen. This means wherever there is crest interaction and or trough interaction, then all that points produces bright fringe on the screen. And if there is a crest trough interaction, crest of one wave is interacting with trough of another wave, and vice versa, for that case you are going to get a dark fringe on the screen. So this is the case. So ultimately on the screen you are going to get certain bands, alternate dark and bright fringe over the screen. So why this bright and dark fringes are there? So explanation of that was given by Young's as a superposition theorem. What is superposition theorem? That we are going to see. According to principle of superposition of two waves, when two or more light waves overlap on each other, the resultant displacement at any point is equal to the vector sum of instantaneous displacement at that point. Ultimately, what we are going to get? Vector sum of instantaneous displacement at that particular point if the each wave is considered alone. So in a simple words, we will say when crust of one wave falls upon crust of other waves or trough of one wave falls upon trough of another wave, the resultant intensity increases at that point. Means there will be addition of instantaneous displacement at that particular point. And if other case is there, there will be decrease in resultant intensity. Means at that point there will be minimization of light intensity. There will be subtraction of light intensity. So ultimately on a screen we are going to get alternate bright and dark bands. Means bright bands refers to addition of the light intensity, dark band refers to subtraction of light intensity. So in simple words we can say when two light waves interacts with each other, there will be redistribution of light intensity or there will be modification in the light intensity, and that modification in the light intensity is nothing but interference of light. So in a simple words, the definition of interference of light is provided like this: modification in the light intensity of light produced by superposition of two or more light waves is called as interference of light. Now, as we have seen, there can be two cases. As we are saying, there will be a redistribution of light intensity. So at certain points we are going to get increase in intensity. At some point we are going to get decrease in intensity. So let's see. So depending upon that, we are going to say there are two types of interference. One case where there will be increase in light intensity. Another case where there will be decrease in light intensity. Upon increase in light intensity, the interference pattern we are going to get is called as constructive interference. There is addition of light intensity and ultimately we are getting bright band over there. If there is a decrease in light intensity, then that is responsible to give destructive interference. Means there will be a dark band. So ultimately we can say there are two types of interference. One is constructive interference, another one is destructive interference. So this is about the types of interference. Now, where we can see this interference of light, if we talk about real life examples, then you might have seen various types of colors on a soap film, or if oil is floated on a water, then if you view to certain angles, then you can have the various colors on that film. Or another case, you can see the CD player. If you move the CD player and if you view with different angles, then you can observe various color patterns on that screen. Or another example, we can say a peacock feather. So all these are nothing but ultimately types of interference in our daily life we can observe with such kind of examples. So this is about interference. So in this particular video we have seen what is the interference of light. How we can get interference of light? The answer is Young's double slit experiment. Next we have seen what are the types of interference and ultimately examples. So thank you for your patience listening.